B, y'all, and we're back. Dude, the more I look into this, the more discouraged I am. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Doing some independent digging research to figure out what the fuck I bought. It's not looking good. PRB-1. PRB-1 equals type S head question mark. Just making sure the brand new cylinder head I have in front of me is a K20A2. I've not had the opportunity to fully look it over, but I will shortly. Blah, blah, blah. Because it would make sense, like think about it this way. When people do K20, K24s, you could do a K20A2 or a K20A head. I'm pretty sure the heads are the exact same, but the Type R is like got different cams and pistons. So maybe a PRB-1 isn't a big deal. Not sure. I'm not, dude, this is like such a fucking nightmare. Yeah, a fucking PRB-1 is definitely a K20A2 head. But I don't know if like, man, I wish there's some way you could just call up Honda and just like ask them all this shit. Just like, hey, JDM department, can you help me? Call up Honda. They don't tell you shit. William says, I doubt there's a difference on a type. Exactly. See, that's like what I'm thinking. It's just weird how like why the fuck wouldn't they like the head? Like I said in the earlier stream, the block, but actually it is the head. It's the top of the head, just the side of the motor. You get what I'm saying? William says the head is most likely polished. Yeah, well, that part's not as bad. I'm definitely gonna do some more digging, but I don't understand why the fuck my intake manifold and the original valve cover both say PRA. Like, I'm hoping that's just a fluke. I'm hoping they just like some, let's say the auction house where they got it, or they just, swapped a different valve cover on there or whatever, but definitely getting fucking scared. Because I just want to know I have the real deal shit. I don't want a fucking European motor. I don't want a fucking Civic Type R motor, William says Honda part numbers are random sometimes. Well, as far as I can tell, like me and Cam were, I was like, dude, why is this intake manifold at the top? Why the fuck does it say PRA and not PRC? William says, I miss what the issue is. Dude, the issue is shit should say PRC. If it's an Integra Type R swap, like the intake manifold that it came with, it should say PRC. Just like the ECU, for example. The ECU says PRC. I mean, fucking... Type R ECU. PRC. You know what I'm saying? It should say PRC like that, because that's PRC. That's what PRC means, is It means Integra Type R. So fucking the intake manifold PRA, the inside of the valve cover PRA, side of the fucking head PRB-1, which probably isn't a big issue at all. I don't know. I know the car is definitely faster than an RSX Type S, so that doesn't really. I'm not really worried about like the fastness. It's more like the authenticity factor. It's like, dude, I paid for a Type R swap, Integra Type R swap. Williams says, okay, here's how Honda works from my experience. The head casting is the same. That's what I was thinking too. Like a PRB-1 could be, you know, a Type R head, but it's just, the casting, the actual head itself, not what's inside of it. Yeah, I feel you on that. So I'm not really worried about that, but because Eric says, so is it an EP3 motor Type R? At this point I have no clue, I really don't. I know it says K20A. So like here. I know Wikipedia is not the greatest thing to use, right? But if it was like, let's say it was a fucking a 2001 to 2006 Honda Civic Type R European domestic motor, they came with K20A2s and they had 11-to-1 compression, like dead ass. They came with 11-to-1 compression, like, and it would say K20A2. They came with like basically a fucking Type S motor, like USA got. William says from the bolt-in parts and polishing. William says, ask the guy at ICB. Yeah, I might do that, honestly. He's like a pretty fucking smart fellow. Eric says, I was doing some of my own digging. What have you found out, Eric? William says, I would be surprised if a JDM Type S, you mean a JDM Type R engine? Or do you mean a Type S? I'm not sure. I would be surprised if a JDM Type S engine has a number on the block stamping after K20A, just like the B18C engines. Well, it says K20A and then it has a serial number underneath it. Absolutely. Like that's what mine has on it. William says someone could have sold you a modded JDM Type S. Do you mean Type R? Because like JDM Type S, I don't understand what you mean by that. It would be a Type R. Eric says the EP3 Type R would rev to 8,500 stock. Well, see, that's the thing. We have K-Pro, so like we're not going to be able to find that out. And we have a PRC, an Integra Type R ECU, so there's no way to know that, True story. And it's weird you said 8,500 because on this site information, it says 8,400. It says red line or rev limit at 8,400. Because like a Integra Type R. William says all and these mods could have been done in Japan and the importer wouldn't know. But see, that's the thing. They have a guy on the ground in Japan that scouts all this shit for them. So that's not an option. that's that's called they should have looked into it before they start selling people fucking motors that are not what they say they are. Because I just want to know if my shit is real, dude. I'm gonna put this bitch up on a lift and make sure it at least has LSD, because if that Y2M3 transmission isn't a Y2M3, that is the deal breaker, 100%. William says, I'm saying if the engine was in tranny was a JDM Type S. I get what you're saying, William, but I'm saying like JDM Type S, like in America, RSX Type S. In Japan, it's a Honda Integra Type R. I'm just trying to clarify what you're saying. I'm not quite sure. Because they did make a Honda Integra Type S also, but we're talking about the Type R. But as I said, the engine code will all be K20A. Eric says, fuck it, let's just go beat someone's ass. That's where I'm at, honestly. I'm just be like, dude, you fucking assholes. Give me my fucking money back. How about that? I just want to walk up in that bitch tomorrow and be like, yeah, you owe me like $2,000 back. How about that? Let's see. William says, yes, you may have a modded JDM Type S engine swap. I don't understand. We're talking about Type R stuff. You know what I mean? Like Type S is a USDF thing, you know? Or are you saying a Honda Integra Type S? Please clarify. I am mad. William says, ask guys on Honda Tech. Dude, from what I can tell, forums, I've been searching forums left and right. It's a lot of misinformation on forums. Some people are trying to say that the FD2 Type Rs have 11.7 to 1 compression. They definitely have 11.5 to 1 and all kinds of fucking misinformation. Yeah, William says there are 3 levels of K20A in Japan, base, Type S, Type R. Yeah, I get that. I just didn't know what you meant. I didn't know if you're talking about USDM Type S or JDM Type S. All I know is, guys, I'm fucking annoyed. William says, I doubt an importer would know the difference between Type S and Type R. They fucking better, you know? That's not right. If they say it's a Honda Integra Type R and they sell a Type S as a Type R, that's fucking bullshit. Definitely annoyed. William says, I'm talking about JDM because that's what you bought. Shit, is it what I bought? I have no clue. William says if someone in Japan modded a Type S swap in Japan and put a red valve cover on it with LSD mods, I could see how an importer would be mistaken. Well, that's their mistake and they're going to pay for it. That's all I got to say. I'm going up to that motherfucker tomorrow. Because that ain't right, dude. Selling a fucking Type S swap as a Type R swap. I don't give a fuck. Our mistake. Your mistake, and now I got to fucking toe the timing chain and fucking put all this shit in a fucking motor that's not what it was said. That's their fucking fault, and they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay for my labor too. They're gonna fucking put that shit together for me. How about that? I'm fucking pissed. And that's how the cookie crumbles. So fucking annoyed. Nothing could go right with this build. You know? It's so fucking hard to find decent help and fucking good workers and fucking loyal people that are honest. That's what it comes down to. Like, everyone's a fucking lying sack of shit. The upholsterer said, "Oh yeah, we can make you one-piece carpet." Not true. Yeah, you got a Type R swap. Yeah, I'm talking to Broke Dad. He says, yeah, it's likely a UK market K20. That's exactly what Cam said too. If it's PRA, that means it's fucking a EDM, European domestic market, like a UK K20. I wanted sushi. I didn't want fish and chips. God damn it. There's a lot to read. Jesus Christ. Dude, there's so much shit in this fucking thread. Jesus Christ, I'm not even reading all this. Let's see. William says, when I haven't modded Integras or RSX, many people are intimidated by that to work on them. William says that black 2003 I was interested in for 110K sold for $1,800. Damn it. I need that type of base for a Project RSX. My week has sucked. I had to go to the ER. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. For a tooth infection, the pain was unreal. Penicillin sucks. Damn, tooth infection. Let's talk about some real problems. I'm over here complaining about what motor I have. God damn it. Dude, I'm fucking so annoyed right now. Ah. Eric says more. Yeah, I need more money now, dude. I don't have a real K20A swap. What was the point, dude? I should have just went K20, K24. And there's no real way to. That's the thing. There's no, like you said, oh, the EP3 Type R revs out at 8,500 or 8,400 or whatever the fuck it is. There's no way to tell that because I'm running K-Pro. So, like, you set your rev limiter. And basically what that means is it's not a factory computer. There's no factory fucking ECU base maps in there. The only base map they have is a RSX Type S. The ITR one is modified. And like they set theirs for 3,800 VTEC engagement point and 8,600 rev limit. That doesn't really help me out, you know? I don't know, man. I feel like I got fucked in the face and the wallet. So much fucking money down the drain. One thing I can think of, if this isn't a real Type R swap in this car, I'm fucking selling this car. Starting over. Just sell it for like 25 G's or something. Somebody would buy it probably. Be like, dude, that car's sick. Be like, yeah, you can have it. I'm buying an EK9. William says, yeah, 3,800 VTEC engagement sounds too low. Yeah, it does sound too low. That's what fucking Honda said. Oh, well, yeah, with this setup, that's where we would engage it. And I'm like, dude, it sounds way too aggressive. Put it at like $5,000. William says, I guess if the oil pressure is adequate. Yeah, I mean, it engages. It just like sounds super cammy, you know, when you have it at 3,800, it sounds like really aggressive, like almost like too aggressive. Doesn't sound healthy. Eric says, oh shit. Yeah. I mean, dude, think about it. You're trying to make a Japanese car. Like you're taking an Acura and making it a fucking man, Instagram, get out my face. Wing King says, what happened? What happened? I got face fucked. I'm pretty sure. And I'm finding out way too late because I'm outside the warranty. So now I'm just fucked. So Wing, fucking B16A, that would be VTEC, would engage properly at 4. Andre's here. What's up? What happened? So after doing some digging, you know, it's putting items up on the eBay shop. Checking the intake manifold that came off the K20A and the valve cover. I was cleaning them up and shit like that, and I noticed that the intake manifold says PRA, not PRC. Okay, so I was like, odd, weird. So then I asked Cam, and I'm like, this shit says PRA on it. Like, why does it say PRA and not PRC? He's like, let me check. Apparently, I probably have a UK K20A, not a JDM one. Okay. Now, we know that the engine block stamp says K20A and a serial number, and the transmission says Y2M3. Okay. But then the head on the driver's side near near the intake piping says PRB-1. Andre says, isn't the K20A better than the K20A2 anyway? Yeah, it is, but you're missing my point. Where a fucking K20A, a real Type R motor that is better than a Type S, a K20A2 from the United States, should say PRC on it. It should all say, the manifold should say PRC, the fucking valve cover should say PRC. William says, yes, the difference is minute compression. Difference for higher octane gasoline. Well, I mean, it's not super minute. I mean, it's like noticeable, like 11.5 versus 11. Like, I know it's 0.5, but yeah, like I don't know what the fuck I have basically, Such bullshit. Definitely gonna give them a piece of my mind tomorrow, dude. I'm gonna be like, dude, you guys fucked up. And because you fucked up, you made me fuck up and put my fucking money into this shit. Like, it's a lot of people think you just like get a swap and just like, oh, I bought a swap from someone and just put it in. It's not how it worked, dude. I fucking got the timing chain swapped out, the fucking oil pump chain, the tensioner. Wing says you got a cool motor still. I spent fucking close to $5,000, dude, on just the motor, and a fucking Type S motor is not worth $5,000. Like, they owe me some fucking money back, and they owe me for labor too, because I want a Type R motor. Not trying to sound like some spoiled little kid that's just like, dude, I want what I want. It's like, dude, I wouldn't have spent $4,500 on a fucking swap if it's not what it is, Like, okay, for example, let's say you're going to get a B16B Civic Type R EK9 motor, and they sold you, I don't know, a B16A3. There's a big fucking difference between a B16B and a B16A3, like oceans. Like, I might as well have just fucking went K20, K24 and saved money. That's the fucked up part. I'd have 300 horsepower and fucking save money. Nonetheless, I'm calling these assholes up tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, dude, you guys, you fucked up, right? Andre says it's business, your money. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and like my fucking family doesn't understand. They don't understand Honda shit. Like they're like, it's a strong motor. What are you bitching about? And I'm like, dude, it's not what we bought. I don't know, man. I'm just like completely in like despair mode, just like want to give up now. So I thought I had the real deal shit, and now I don't. It seems like I don't. I have a Type R transmission, and I don't even know if that's real or not either. They could have just slapped a sticker on that bitch, I'm gonna put this bitch up on a lift soon and just see if both wheels spin. At least we know we have LSD something, but Chris Millington's here. What's up, man? Billy Mays here. I can get a K20Z3 with trans for less than 5K. No shit, Sherlock. A fucking 05 to 06. or no, or whatever the fuck that is. Dude, you can get one of those for like $3,000. Like, difference between $3,000 and fucking $5,000 is $2,000. So, just fucking mad, man. Andre says maybe they just messed up the intake manifold. You can't mess up a motor like an embossing stamp. It's not like just like they etched something out and spray painted it on or something. It's like a fucking embossing. It's like in the cast, you know. It's kind of hard to fake that unless you're like a fucking industrial engineer person or some shit. Yeah, Broke Dad said to me, I think they fucked you, man. They didn't know. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they did. Hard to tell. PRB means PRB-1 means K20A2 and PRA means UK market. So definitely not a JDM Type R. Intake manifold should say PRC. And that's exactly what I was at, you know, just jumping the gun maybe, but getting everybody to search and see what they can find. Cam says that it's a UK. Broke Dad says it's a UK. And fucking so fucking pissed. Andre says, no, I meant like took another intake manifold and slapped it on. Other one could have been cracked. Doubtful. Because think about the valve covers, the intake manifold and the valve cover both say PRA. I find that to be quite bullshit. Chris says I'd get my damn money back. William says, damn. Chris says, how much does a UK K20 motor go for? Let's find out. Fucking pissed, dude. And like, I'm not saying the car doesn't feel fast or whatever, but it does have full fucking bolt-ons, you know what I mean? Like, and if it does have LSD, that basically just makes it like the same thing I had plus LSD. So if that were the case, I could have just spent fucking like $1,700 on a Type R transmission and saved like $4,000 or $3,500 or whatever. Like, I'm so fucking pissed right now. Hanwag says Shades Cast. What the fuck happened? I got fucked, Christian. Got fucked. That's all I can say. So it's turning out my JDM Honda Integra Type R swap is a UK Type S motor, apparently. Something like that. The intake manifold cover says PRA, or not the intake manifold cover, the intake manifold. And then the fucking valve cover inside of that says PRA. It doesn't say PRC. So basically, they slapped together a Y2M3 transmission and gave me a fucking PRC ECU and gave me a Type S motor. I mean, it says K20A on it. I'm not lying about that part. It definitely says K20A on the block stamp. But when you look on the side of the head, on the driver's side, it says PRB-1, a Type S head. Ugh, I'm just about to fucking lose my shit, dude. Chris says, is the UK Type S motor better than the US Type motor? US Type S motor? No. They're probably the same. Hunter Luck says, just drove for 3 miles with my MITG open. I'm shocked. My MITG. Mouth, maybe? I don't know. I can't find any fucking stamping on this shit. Yeah, mouth. Thought so. Yeah, okay. See, like here's a EP3 K20A Type R engine, VTEC 6-speed, iVTEC 6-speed, yada yada yada. But see, here's the thing. This is where things get really like cross confused. This Civic Type R transmission is an NPR3, right? And this is going, by the way, this is going for 2,000 pounds, which would be like 3,800 bucks maybe. You know? So, man, I'm just straight mad discouraged. Mad discouraged. It comes down to nothing can ever go as planned. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Unless you're a gajillionaire and you're just like throwing away motors and money. But I don't know which way we're going now, guys. I think honestly, at this point, I'm probably just gonna fucking supercharge this car and say fuck it. And just be like, you know what? I'm done with the NA game. I'm done with hunting down rare motors. Let's just slap a fucking Merc Racing bitch on there. Williams says no, more like $2,400-$2,500. Not that much of a difference. I thought our dollar to theirs is like $1.80. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Whatever the price range. Well, that works in my favor. So if you can get a fucking EP3 Type R swap for $2,500, they basically fucking doubled the price. Aldo says, what happened? I got fucked, Aldo. In the fucking wallet, in the face, in the butthole. Chris says, go fully built. Dude, guys, this is just like such a discouragement. I'm pretty much just about to quit modding cars altogether. I'm just done. William says, well, you'll be able to boost more with lower compression. This is true. Chris says EP3s don't come factory with LSD. Well, not the USDM ones, the fucking Civic Type Rs that came with man, I'm so fucking pissed right now. Andre says you're frustrated, man. Just solve it out, even if that means refunding you or getting you. Well, they're not going to refund me. I get to keep a motor. I get to keep a motor, and they give me my $4,500 back. That's never happening. It's never going to happen. I'll be lucky to get a couple $1,000 back at the most. Like, and even at that couple $1,000 doesn't get me shit because I wanted 11.5 to 1 compression. Clearly not getting that unless I'm taking the motor apart and putting Type R pistons in it and Type R cams and all that shit. You know? Andre says, no, you sending back the motor. Well, it's not about sending back the motor. I have my parts in that motor. I have a toe to timing chain in that motor, toe to oil pump chain, toe to tensioner. Those 3 parts alone cost $600. You know what I'm saying? So basically I put, not only did I put $600, well, really like $800 worth of parts into that swap, just on the freshening everything up side, you know? Then fucking my tech put that shit together for me. So that was like $2,000. So like we're pretty much, not only are we out $4,500, we're out basically almost $3,000 between parts and labor. It's fucked. Aldo says, wait, you don't have type pistons? Well, if you're saying type R, I don't know what I have, Aldo. Andre says, I get what you're saying, but they're wrong for selling you the wrong shit. So regardless, well, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. I'm not saying I'm not trying to do something, but they're not going to do a fucking thing. They're going to be like, oh, you bought it how you saw it. And be like, yeah, I had to take it apart to figure this out, you fucking retards. It said K28 right here. It says Y2M3. I thought y'all would have scouted this shit out before I even started fucking putting it together. You know? Just a bummer. Just a goddamn bummer. Andre says, I say you get your mechanic to do the run down on the motor and see what the fuck they sold you, then act upon that. I have no money, dude. I don't have another like $1,000 for somebody to tear down a motor, and it's not like it's a fucked up motor. It's running. I mean, I'm not trying to be without a car again, you know. Aldo says he's lost. I'm lost too, Aldo. Okay, let's break it back down. K20A on the engine block, Y2M3 on the transmission, but then I started noticing things that came off the motor, the stock intake manifold, the stock valve cover. They're stamped PRA, not PRC, not an Integra Type R. Okay. So I don't know if that's somebody swapped the shit. Like, let's say it's a different intake manifold just for fun, different valve cover just for fun. I don't know what. And the side of the head says PRB-1, you know? I don't know what the fuck I have. William says, do a compression check. Well, that's not going to tell me anything other than the motor's healthy or not. You know, the motor's putting out 220 on all cylinders. So I don't know. That's not really going to tell me too much. You know, because like you said, it's a fairly minute compression difference, 11 to 1 versus 11.5 to 1. All this is pop the valve cover, check the cams. Well, what good's that going to do me? I mean, I've already got the motor set up. I'm not really trying to fucking take it apart, but I guess I'll have to. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And plus, like, let's say the cams are Type R cams or something, but I don't know. There's just too many factors. Like, I'm kind of leaning what William said. Maybe it's like a JDM Type S motor that somebody tried to make a Type R motor or something like that. I have no fucking clue. Chris says maybe it's just a few swap parts. Is there a VIN? Is there a VIN on the block of the motor to verify what it is? Thought you can do that. I don't know of a place. There's not a database that you can just like type in serial numbers. Like you can type in VIN numbers, you know, but a motor, an engine stamp on that is different from a VIN number. Broke Dad's here. What up, Broke Dad? This is the face Broke Dad. I just want to start punching holes in the wall and shit. Yeah, Brooke Dad says it doesn't matter what it may be. What matters is it's not a fucking JDM K20A from the Type R. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to go for authenticity. We're trying to build a DC5R clone. We're not trying to build an EP3 Type R clone. We're not trying to build a Type S clone. We're not trying to build a fucking base model clone. We're not trying to build anything that's not a fucking Type R clone. You know? I don't give a fuck if I'm running a fucking whatever motor with a Type R transmission. That fucking doesn't matter at all. I want the fucking whole fucking package because that's what I paid for. And these fucking dick bags. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Broke Dad. You spent K20A JDM money. Like, you know what an EP3 Type R motor's going for in London right now on a pallet, ready to go? About $2,700. $2,700, not $4,500. Chronicles AJ's here. What's up, man? How you doing? Bergdad says, so demand refund or sue them, and we can leverage the community to put pressure on them. For some reason, I don't feel I like. I don't feel like. I mean, I don't know about lawsuits and civil claims or shit like that. I mean, it is a lot of money, so it's not really a small claims court type deal. But I feel like in a courtroom, people would be like, "Wait, what are you bitching about? Is the motor blown up?" No. I feel like they'd almost like be like, what are you trying to get?" Like, I want my fucking money back because they didn't sell me the right thing. Chris says, well, it still could be a Type R just with the wrong valve cover and intake manifold. Well, it says PRB-1 on the side of the head. Now, I don't know if they're William's making a good point. Like, what if a Type R head is actually just a PRB casting, like the actual head, the outside of it is just a PRB-1, but then the shit that's inside is what makes it a Type R. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's a difference, but see, I wish there was like some JDM Honda guru that works for Honda that I could talk to and just be like, what do I have here? What the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Andre says, yup, bad reviews go a long way. Brooke Dad says, not good enough, Chris. They should have disclosed that it's Honda blogs. Hello, sir. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Is the it? Right, right. Right. Yeah, seriously. It's like on the head, it's on the driver's side, like near basically like where the stock airbox would be, like pretty much like front dead middle center of the head. Awesome. Thanks, man. Peace. All right, so we have some progress. We're going to check DJ's K20A, his Rio Integra Type R swap. We're going to see on the head if it says PRB-1 because all K series, like, you know, casting, like the head castings, maybe they are PRB-1. We don't know. But because his is legit, you know, obviously. He revs his out to 9,500. Bergdad says it won't. It will only say PRB 0506 RSX PRB2. Well, let's see what his says just for curiosity. If it says PRC, if it says PRB. Lachlan says so says the internet. Yeah, well, there's a lot of misinformation out there because like I found like last night I was searching a bunch like FD2 swaps. People on fucking K20A were trying to say they're 11.7 to 1 compression. Bergdad says, yeah, his intake manifold should say PRC. Well, we're not going to be able to find that out because he has RBC, so sucks when you don't have like, you know, stock motor. But yeah, dude, this is so fucked. Bergdad says they violated terms of the contract. Do you have a receipt? I do. Make sure I still got it. Yeah, that definitely says, just to make sure for you guys, all you people out there, what does that say to y'all? K20A Type R. K20A 3605662, whatever the fuck that says. Y2M3, etc., etc. Yeah. A lot of good that's going to do me. I mean, I would assume the warranty aspect of it doesn't matter because it's like, doesn't matter about a 30-day warranty. All that says Bergdad had a Type R Mani on his DC5. He did. Chris says anything about refunds. Refunds. I don't think they do refunds, but this isn't really an aspect of wanting a this isn't your average thing, like just like, oh, I'm unhappy with my K20A Type R engine and Y2M3 transmission. This is more an issue of it's false advertising. It's like I said to you, here is a 32-ounce bottle of Fiji water, and it's actually 32 ounces of Nestle. Now, the difference there being Nestle is fucking cheap, bottled in Detroit, stolen from public water sources, and Fiji's from the Fiji Islands and bumblefuck Fiji Islands, like it's false advertising, it's bullshit. It's definitely bullshit. Broke Dad says they need to source you a correct one and swap it for free and pay for it. They do. That's basically what I'm getting at. It's like, hey, you guys can have your fucking PRB-1 back and your fucking PRA bullshit. I want the real deal shit because that's what I paid for. And unfortunately, I fucking paid money for labor and fucking parts that are now in this fucking Frankenstein fucking whatever it is, and I fucking want my shit fucking correct. I'm Shades Wade. I'm your neighborhood Jesus, your savior. I make it right. That's what it comes down to. William says Fiji is garbage. Dude, Fiji's delicious. What are you talking about? Some crisp ass water. Hefty price, but it is pretty delicious. Come on now. But yeah, I need some more coffee. I don't know. Tell me what you guys would do. Be all. Let's see. William says Aquapana is the best. I don't even know what that is. I'll have to try it out. Oh. Honda Vlog says DJ is PRB-1. Oh shit. Well, hopefully he didn't get fucked either. But dude, if he's revving his out to 9,500, pretty sure it's okay. William says in glass. Chris says, yeah, you never should treat a friendly neighborhood Jesus like they did. It's just not right. Broke Dad says, go John Wick on them. Pew, 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 pew. Broke Dad says, then it could be a Euro Type R with a PRA intake manifold. That's what I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping it's just swapped parts, like the valve cover and the intake manifold, which don't mean a goddamn thing, honestly, but, I don't know how I feel about it now, you guys. I really don't. Chris says your R's are nice. Yeah, no, your R's are nice. It's just like we're going for an Integra Type R build in a fucking DC5, which is a fucking Integra Type R. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We want that authenticity. We don't want a Civic Type R, a Euro Type R, or some shit like that in a fucking DC5 Type R. I don't know. Maybe I'm picky, but I don't know, guys. Well, it does make me feel a little better that at least DJ says it's PRB-1. So it's probably a case of they use the same cast, the head casting, because the head itself, like even like Evans tuning, he says the exact same thing. Like you're doing a K20, K24 swap, you could use a Type S head or a Type R head, you know? Bergdad says check the camshafts. Yeah, I think the cams and the camshafts. I mean the cam gears and the camshafts. Probably check those. Something. Christian had a good idea about the pistons. Take a borescope and a flashlight, so I don't have to take anything apart. Just check the pistons, see if there's a. I think there's a stamp on the pistons. I'm not sure. I don't know if there is or isn't. It might be on the side, which means we do have to take shit apart. This might be just a case of. Here, okay. Yeah, well, that might be kind of depends how much of a radius we have of seeing with the borescope because it's not dead center. If you look right here, marking is at the bottom, and it should say PRC, hands down. Hands down. Come on, little cable, get back. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's the face of somebody that doesn't know their fucking fate. I just want to fucking. Should have went K20, K24. Honestly, that would have been so much easier. Seemed harder in the. Seemed harder in hindsight. You know, oh, you gotta fucking piece everything together, and you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta plug shit up and do all kinds of shit. But would it have paid off more? Probably. We'd be sitting with like 270 horsepower at least. Because basically what it comes down to is like, you know, that's a Frankenstein swap, which is not authentic. It's something its own thing. Hanawak says the PRB-1 head is good. You're going to have to check the pistons. I really hope we're just jumping the gun, you know? Because I'm going to do all kinds of like fucking, I'm going to do all kinds of like field testing. I'm going to put this bitch up on a lift and fucking put it in first gear and give it some gas and make sure both wheels are fucking spinning. Make sure we have LSD and make sure it's really a Y2M3 transmission. I know for a fact, though, Hanavlog says, but you didn't get an RBC with them. Oh, you mean a PRC? Yeah, it didn't come with a PRC. Didn't come with a PRC. Didn't come with an RBC. Let's see. Bergdad says take out a. Take out a. Yeah, it says spark plug and get a camera, take a look at the piston. Well, the only thing is, I don't know if we're going to be able to see that marking. You know what I'm saying? It's at the bottom of the piston. Like, will we be able to see? I guess if the piston is in the down position, maybe might be able to see enough clearance. I'm not sure. Chris says, that's the way I tend to go with my SI. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. I just hope. I mean, the only thing I can say is it definitely feels faster than my silver car felt when I had full bolt-ons. So like, but at the same time, that could be just because of the LSD alone. You know what I mean? Just both wheels getting power, that would definitely make your car feel quicker. You know what I mean? So, but I will, in the defense of the motor, it does feel quicker even. It definitely gets up to 8,800 like a champ. A real Integra Type R motor, then definitely don't want to do that. True story. Yeah, it's just doesn't make you feel good. It's like the feeling, like let's say you and your girlfriend, your wife, whoever you had a beautiful baby, and you love the baby. You're like, oh, you little baby, I'm gonna hold you, I'm gonna feed you, I'm gonna read you fucking fairy tales and shit. Then your fucking girlfriend or your wife says, by the way, this ain't your kid. I fucked another motherfucker. That's how this feels. It's like, I don't even know who I am now. Who am I to you, baby? Oh man, that's the only way you can describe it. The honesty has been thrown out the window. Chris says, "Yep, just stay positive." But how would you stay positive in that situation? I know it's oceans different, but I'm just saying like that's the closest analogy I can put it to. You thought you knew something. You thought you knew the truth, and then you didn't. And then you're chain smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. Oh my goodness. I guess it comes down to whatever I have. I guess I'm going to be appreciative for it because, you know, I am happy I have another car that is. Chris says no. I said that before you said that. So you retract your stay positive statement. Be like, what? It's someone else's baby. Oh fuck no. Go on, John Wick. Oh my good. Oh my god. But yeah, I will. If it's not a real Integra Type R motor, definitely trying to get some money back, hands down. And then I'll probably just, you know, say fuck it and just enjoy the car. Try to enjoy it for what it is, I guess. I don't know. Because let's be real here. Let's say I would have never stumbled upon the PRA, you know, any of that stuff. Who would have said I would have even noticed, you know? Because before today and last night, I was having fun, you know. I was like, dude, this thing rips. And it still rips, but like it makes me question what would a real Integra Type R motor feel like? Do I have the real thing? Do I not? Is this thing just pieced together? What the fuck do I have? Chris says, yeah, I'd go Billy Mays on a bitch for real. Hi, Billy Mays here, and I'm going to sell you a death sentence. It's not my baby. I'm going to beat your face in for only 3 easy payments of $19.99. But yeah, Chris says, is my whole life just a total lie? It's just like integrity, man. We're dealing with like so ironic, like having integrity issues when dealing with a Honda Integra Type R. In a perfect world, there should be no integrity issues when dealing with an Integra. But maybe that's just my utopian dream. You know what I'm saying? It's ironic. It's the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, the borescope thing, I might try that out tomorrow because definitely pretty pissed. But it does give me a little bit of extra confidence or assurance. At least DJ says PRB-1 as well. Because let's say like, I wish I knew somebody that had a 05 to 06 Integra Type R, like a legit one. Because then we could see if theirs says PRB-2. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe theirs would say PRB-1 as well because it's a K20A. Probably would. But yeah, these two sets of Type R pistons on eBay with the original box and serial numbers definitely say PRC stamped on the piston. So that's really the only way we can tell if the internals. I mean, we could check the cams and the cam gears and then check the internals, and then at least we know the shit on the inside is a PRC, which would be great. You know, at least we would know we'd have 11.5 to 1 compression, which is the whole point. And the LSD, I'll throw that bitch up on a lift and make sure both wheels spin. So at that point, we really can't complain because the manifold is like Mickey Mouse. I don't give a fuck if the manifold's a PRA or a PRC because we're swapping it anyway, you know? I just want to make sure the goodness on the inside is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll definitely be giving J-Spec a piece of my mind tomorrow. Be calling them up or going down there. See, I have this idea. I've already thought this out. Drive up there and be like, hey, guys, I just wanted to show you the car. And be like, oh, yeah, dude, looks good. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you got new interior. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Looks real great. Be like, yeah, the only thing I'm kind of pondering about, whatever the fuck, is you sold me a fucking K20A Type R that has PRA on the manifold and the valve cover. What's that about? Be like, I don't know. Be like, yeah, me neither. So you need to figure it out, motherfuckers. Chris says, if you're looking for integrity in a vehicle, do not look any further. Buy the all-new 2025 Honda Integrity. Honda, we give you the integrity so you don't have to. If they ever bring back the RSX or the Integra, and it happens in 2025, oh my god, dude, I'll fucking lose my shit. Iceman's here. What's up, dude? How you been? Not good. You've missed all the action. Not good. He says, why is that? Because my Integra Type R swap might not be an Integra Type R swap. Yeah. Yeah, Cam, what's up, dude? Says, hope they never bring back the Integra. So, Cam, I checked the head. Cam. It said PRB-1. And I was like, oh shit, is this a Type S head? Are you fucking kidding me? Honda Vlogs got DJ, Sleeper Honda, with his K28 Del Sol. It's a real Integra Type R swap. He checked the side of his head, and it definitely says PRB-1 as well. So what we're thinking is the head casting, the actual head itself, when they make those on the assembly line, the Type R and the Type S, they're all probably the same thing. You know what I mean? So all we have to figure out is if I have Type S pistons and I have Type S cams, and then we know it's, PRC. If we see PRC on the piston face at the bottom, we know it's a Type R piston. We got to check and see if the cams say PRC on them. So if we have that, then pretty much good to go. I don't really care and then I'm going to take the car and put up on a lift, and we're going to check and see if both wheels spin, make sure it's really truly a Y2M3 transmission. And if we have that stuff, then no worries. I don't really care. Whatever. But the fucking manifold and the valve cover definitely said PRA on it, so it's like, what the fuck? Iceman says, what the fuck? Oh my god, now what? Yeah, it's pretty much the story of my life. But yeah, I don't know. What it comes down to, what I was saying before, Cam says it's a jigsaw engine. That's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping it's just like, been pieced together, some shit like that. And that would be that'd be best case scenario. Because if it's fucking not fucking Type R stat spec, someone's getting ass beaten, or I'm getting some fucking money back. One of the two. Cam says K20A is K20A. What do you mean by that? There's like 7 different K20As. Iceman says, so Shades, I got a car. Is this a joke? Do you have a car in your possession? Do you have the title? What's the benefit of the doubt that I'm on a low note and you are on a high note, which is good, man. Congrats. Nothing of what we talked about, but I got one. What'd you get? Did you get that Versa? Is it a Versa? Iceman says, go to my Instagram. Wait, what the hell did you get? What is that, a Scion? A FRS? Is that what you got? Or BRZ or whatever the fuck? Jay says, yes, sir. Chris says, Honda Odyssey, I bet. Jay says, yeah, bro, even I'm still shook. Booyah. How much did you score that for, man? Jay says 15 grand, 30,000 miles. I mean, dude, you got a car now. That's dope. I don't know. 15K for that seems pretty steep, but I don't know. That's just me. It's something good to learn on though, because I mean, your first manual car. I don't know. I still think a DC5 would have been the perfect fit, but it's hard to find them. And I'm sure you like that's like a used dealership. You know what I mean? So it's definitely easier than raking up 10 grand or 5 to 10 grand for a fucking DC5. So I get it. Cam says turbo that Odyssey. Yeah. But hopefully, I don't know, man. Hopefully I figure out my shit because I don't know. I don't know. But like I was saying before, like let's say I wouldn't have found that PRA on the manifold or the valve cover. The car still feels great. I mean, that's what I'm kind of like going off of. Like maybe it really is a Type R motor. At least it's just kind of jigsawed together. You know, I'm pretty positive the fucking car has LSD in it because it feels like it has LSD. You can definitely feel it pull way fucking harder than an RSX Type S ever would, even with full bolt-ons. And like the fucking transmission stamp sticker, it looks clean. It doesn't look like it's been like transferred or anything like that. It looks pretty, it doesn't look like janky. Cam says, maybe may have been that way when they got it. Well, see, the thing is, they have a dude on the ground in Osaka that scouts all this shit to make sure it's all good. You know, buys the motors from the auction houses and they start them up then and there to make sure they're good. So, like I'm just kind of like, dude, if it's got PRA on it, that kind of is sketch. But the fact that DJ's has PRB-1 on it is like Ocean's more confident, like, hey, it's supposed to have PRB-1 there. So that's like the thing that's so difficult about all this JDM shit that was made in Japan and we bring it to America type deal. There's really not much documentation and information about it where we can like call someone up and just be like, hey, what do I have? It's more just like forums and cannon fodder, So I don't know. Iceman says, damn, man, I hope they don't fuck you over. Yeah, me too, because I'm going to be a pissed little bitch and I'm going to go up there and say, money back now. Give me all these DC5 parts. I'll take a cluster. I'll take the fucking whole blue body kit. Take all that shit. Chris says, gotta go. You all have a nice night. I got a very early work day ahead of me. Take care, bros. Thanks for stopping in, Chris. Billy Mays over and out. But yeah, it's just, I would have loved to figure this shit out before I even put the motor in the car. And that's on me. That's my bad. But in all fairness, I didn't think I needed to check it because I checked K20A, Y2M3, good to go. I never would have dreamed there'd been mixed match parts on the fucking motor. Cam says lunchtime here, pizza on its way. Oh yeah. I got pizza downstairs, Cam. We're the pizza bros. And to everybody that was doing a little bit of research, helping me out, digging, I appreciate you. Definitely. Appreciate everybody's valid opinion. Thanks for digging. Fucking but yeah, I don't honestly, I'm not sure which way we'll go with the car. It all depends on what we find out. If it has LSD, perfect. Great. Why do we have, at least we have the Integra Type R transmission. If it has the PRC pistons and cams, we're pretty much good to go. We're out of the water. Doesn't matter what it says on the fucking manifold that I'm selling. We're changing that shit anyway. And the PRA valve cover, that doesn't mean a fucking thing necessarily. You're right, it could have just been a swapped valve cover, swapped manifold. Some of the other things I noticed on the passenger side of the head, some of the connectors say PNB. Not quite sure what that's about. I think PNB, like, that's just like connect some connectors and pieces and stuff like that. They're PNB, Cam says this Type R console I got is a lot different to my console. Yeah. I was looking at that, like, obviously I knew what a Type R console looked like, but I wouldn't hack up a Type R console reason for that is the shape of the front. You're probably gonna have to chop off where the badge is. Won't have to cut as much as I thought. Or yeah, that maybe. It all depends, you know. Because if that's the case, like I might rock a Type R console as well. I wanted to do that anyway, but rock a Type R console, and then I'll be eager to see how much you have to cut. Honestly, that'll really be. I'm kind of holding off on that because I want to see how you do it. Honestly, I'm not trying to copy your style or anything, but you're more mechanical than me. Cam says, I think the badge will stay. Well, that would be dope because I don't know. It's just, yeah, it'll be awesome if you get it right, then I'll have a template even more so to know what to do because like I don't want to like cut, I don't want to cut a console and waste like I could sell those Type S consoles for a couple $100. Cam says we twinning, bro. Good old Zippy and Tippy. Woo, woo, and woo. Yep, that's right. That is right. Dude, my sleep schedule is all kinds of fucked up. But yeah, guys, fucking I guess time will tell. We'll see what we got because I never would have thought I needed to check the fucking pistons and the cams. I thought these people would be a little more forthcoming, forthright, honest, loyal, whatever you want to call it. But then it comes down to what a cam says. Maybe they bought it that way. They didn't check it thoroughly. But nonetheless, they fucked up. They may have fucked up. Cam says, seen a red headliner for an EK on Facebook the other day. Looked awesome. I think I've seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen one in a DC5, but I've seen one in like I think it was an EK or EG. But yeah, fucking on a good note, the car is still the car, you know? I mean, if it doesn't have a Type R motor, that is going to be a major fucking setback. I'm going to be very fucking pissed. But at the exact same time, I think what I'll do is probably just keep whatever's in it. But then let's say get $2,000 back or whatever, because if it's an EP3 Type R motor, I'm gonna fucking shit, and I'm gonna be like, dude, give me my fucking money back. You owe me like a life. You owe me a K20A life. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna need a gauge cluster. I'm gonna need some Type R fenders. I'm gonna need that fucking everything DC5 in here. You got. I'm taking it. You guys can source me a Brembo set. You guys can source me everything you got. I'll take one of each. Cam says I'm putting off red Recaras till later on. Nice. Yeah, when the time is right, pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? They will make the difference, though. I'm telling you. Those fuckers hug you in. They're good shit. True story. But yeah, fucking trying to think of anything else I have. Anything else vital I have to say. Vital info with Shades Wade. I'd say, yeah, I'll talk to them. I'll see what they say. Maybe they can give me a backstory on where it came from. Cam says number one priority is the gearbox now. True story, dude. That gearbox is going to be the shit. You're going to be too legit to quit. Cam says the drive shafts look tough as fuck. Yeah, it's one thing I would like to upgrade in the future is get some stronger axles, but I want to make sure I have the power to upgrade because not even sure if I have a Type R. That would be interesting. We get the car tuned, see what it makes. That would be one way to tell what the power band is. See what the power output is. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Because I've seen one Honda Integra Type R, real DC5 Type R, with, just bolt-ons basically, not even the bolt-ons I have. Had Tegawa intake box and like some stainless or full titanium exhaust and some race header, and it made 250 at the wheels. No bullshit. I mean, granted, that tuner must have been badass, but if mine made anything over 235, I'm pretty positive we have a fucking Type R. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cam says custom tune always better. Absolutely. Because like my setup is like kind of specific, like the whole 74 millimeter throttle body and the manifolds port match to that, and I'm probably getting a little more air than fuel, shit like that. So yeah, a custom tune is definitely in the future. Yeah, I definitely should have went. I definitely should have paid my tech to go through everything. Cam says my tuner can't wait to get Zibby back to finish the tune. Yeah, I know, with the new clutch and stuff, that's gonna be fucking tight, man. Gotta call back Christian. I gotta ask him something. Gotta ask the. We'll be in the 300 kilowatt club. Oh yeah. No answer. But yeah, might hit up DJ and be like, "Yo, take a picture of your K28 block stamp. I want to see if it has a serial number underneath it, or if it just says K28, no serial number. I'm pretty sure they have serial numbers underneath it, you know." And then I'll have to do the borescope thing. I'll have to take the valve cover off and check the cams and all that shit. But other than that, that's about the best thing I can do, honestly, you know? Because if it has the internals, I mean, we're good to go. And if it has the LSD, we're good to go. I know for a fact that the fourth, fifth, and sixth feel completely different than a X, what is it, XM254N or whatever the fuck the Type S transmission is. The fourth gear, when you get to it, it definitely feels different. It's definitely shorter. So I'm pretty sure the transmission is real. I would bet money on it, honestly. True story. Cam says do a burnout, see if it does ones or 11s. See if it's got one side cutting or if it's got dual cookie cutters. That's a good point. But just in case not to break anything, I'd probably just throw it up on a lift and see if both wheels spin. You know what I'm saying? Just like put it up on the alignment rack, then take the lifts that go under the underside of it and like get it up off the ground and then just put it in first gear and fucking see if both wheels spin. Wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, that's about all I got for now, guys. Time will tell what happens, what we got. I'm definitely gonna call up Jay Spec though tomorrow and be like, yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick, but just check this manifold and I just checked the valve cover and it definitely says PRA. Cam says, yeah, just spin one wheel. If it spins, if the other one spins the same way, it's LSD. If it spins the other way, it's open diff. Really? Huh. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I knew like if it's LSD, they both spin the same way, but you're saying if like you spin one wheel forward, the other one's gonna spin the other way? How the fuck does that work? That's crazy. I did not know that. I just thought like open diff, like you spin one wheel, the other wheel just doesn't move at all. That's crazy. Cam says, yeah, just put it in gear. If it turns easy, and other wheel spins the other way, it's open diff. Booyah. Well, that's good to know, man. When you say if it turns easy, what do you mean? Like, should it take a lot to make it turn? Kind of lost. After all the speculation that my head's like literally going in fucking circles, like just like, what do I have? What do I do? Do I get mad? Should I not be mad? Am I worried? Yes. I'm pretty positive though it has LSD. I'm pretty sure like if somebody was like, I'll bet you $100 you have LSD or don't have LSD, and I'd be like, no, I have LSD. Cam says even just jack up one side. If you can turn the wheel, it's not LSD. That makes sense because the other wheel's on the ground, so they'd be doing a handshake. With the box in neutral. But I could still like just put it up on a lift and just like put it in first gear and if like get somebody to look and see if both wheels are spinning, right? That's still doable. Good God. All this thought, all the speculation. Honestly, though, I'm probably overshooting this because I don't like, dude, JSpec is like, they get pretty good like reviews. You know what I mean? I've heard from multiple people like, yeah, they're good dudes for the most part. Cannon says on lift, start in first gear and see if you can stop one wheel. Stop one wheel. What do you mean? Like the lift I'm talking about is an alignment rack, so the wheels would be off the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying about like the wheels wouldn't, none of the wheels would be touching the ground whatsoever. Like you have an alignment rack you drive onto, then underneath it has like middle of the road lifters. Because like basically what I'd be doing is like simulating driving, basically. You know what I mean? To see if both of them spin together. Woo! It's that woo woo. Cam says even with an open diff running wheels off the ground, both will probably spin together. Really? I did not know that. Well, yeah, I guess I'd do the test you were talking about. Just jack up one side, put it in neutral, and then you know, try to spin it. Cam says while they're both spinning, try and slow one wheel down. Sounds kind of dangerous. Because that flywheel, like, be pretty hard. It's kind of hard to go slow. So I don't know. I'd probably just do the other test you were talking about, just have it in neutral, jack up one side, and see if the wheel is locked or it spins freely, then we definitely know if it spins freely, it's definitely not LSD. Rag on the hand, bro. A fucking rag shoots out. Ow, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Dude, 8-pound flywheel's no joke. It's very rev happy. But yeah, I think that sums everything up tonight, guys. I think I've worried enough for one night. At least we know that the head on DJ's DC5R swap says PRV-1, so that is a good sign. Transmission says Y2M3. Block stamp says K20A. So we got 3 things working in our favor, but just makes you speculate about the PRA shit, you know? Makes you wonder, what the fuck did I get? But yeah, I think it's time to chill out, try to get my mind off this until I know I've been fucked, because I don't know that I've been fucked, you know? So yeah, true story. I guess I'll catch y'all later. And have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for everyone that did some digging, all your feedback, all your commentary. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we're not going anywhere. Shades Wade, staying here forever. Catch y'all later. Be y'all.